Hello everyone, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the water cycle. Also, I left a fill-in-the-blanks activity for you and I promised to give you the answers. So, here they are. I hope you got them right, and I hope that now you have a very good understanding of what the water cycle is. Okay, so let's continue. Energy and the water cycle. The sun has a major effect on the water cycle. It is the main source of energy on Earth. And the sun gives energy to the water cycle. It's quite hot, isn't it? Hey, do you see this? It's the sun. How about we try to touch it? Do you think it's a good idea? I'm gonna try anyway. Ready? Careful, 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 careful. Whoa! It's quite hot. Yeah, so the sun's energy keeps the water cycle going. It is needed for evaporation, sublimation, and melting. The sun's energy is also needed to produce winds. Winds move water vapor in air around Earth. When water vapor condenses to liquid water, energy is given off. This energy warms air and water that are close by. The hydrosphere. All the waters of Earth make up the hydrosphere. In our last video, at the end of the video, I left you 4 questions to consider and research if you had enough time. We will use most of that information now. Waters of the ocean make up almost all of the hydrosphere. Do you know how much of the Earth's surface is covered by the oceans? Well, the ocean covers a little less than 3/4 of the Earth's surface. What is a quarter? A quarter is 25 cents, which is 1/4 of $1. We don't use quarters in Hong Kong, but I thought this was an interesting fact for you guys to know. So again, the ocean covers a little less than 3/4 of the Earth's surface. Only a very little part of the hydrosphere is in other places. What are those places? These places include lakes, rivers, in the air, and under the Earth's surface. The ocean is very large. However, it is divided into different areas. Do you know how many oceans there are? Well, the ocean is divided into 5 areas. How many of the oceans can you name? Let's go through them together. The Pacific Ocean is the largest. It is followed by the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Another interesting fact for you guys to know is that apparently planes do not fly over the Pacific Ocean. We're not going to talk about why in this video, but if you're curious, perhaps you can check online, or you can ask me about it the next time we see each other. The ocean is the major reservoir for water on Earth. What's a reservoir? A reservoir is a storage area, usually for water. Evaporation, condensation, and precipitation connect oceans with all other bodies of water on Earth. Ocean water has more salt in some places than in others. Rivers bring fresh water to parts of the ocean. These areas of the ocean have low salinity, or less salt in the water. Well, what is salinity? Salinity is a measure of how salty the water is. In warm areas, ocean water evaporates quickly. Salt is left behind. This means that these areas have high salinity. Ocean temperature and circulation. The temperature of ocean water is different from place to place. Ocean water near the equator is about 30 degrees Celsius. Near the poles, ocean water can be as cold as -2 degrees Celsius. Ocean water is not always colder just because it is farther from the equator. Why is this so? Well, currents affect how warm or cold ocean water is. What is a current? An ocean current is water that flows through the ocean like a river. Some ocean currents carry warm water from places near the equator toward the poles. The Gulf Stream is this kind of current. It moves warm water from the Caribbean Sea to the North Atlantic Ocean. Other currents carry cold water toward the equator. Ocean resources. The ocean is an important source of food for people and other living things. Many things we use every day come from the ocean. Can you think of any examples? For example, some salt that we eat comes from the ocean. Other useful things are minerals like magnesium and drinking water. Earlier, we talked about the fact that salt water can be made into fresh water by removing salt through evaporation or even other processes. Useful minerals can be collected in the same way. I may not have mentioned this before, however, fish is definitely one of my favorite foods, and the ocean is also the source of many kinds of fish, isn't it? But fish is not the only kind of food that lives in the ocean. We also get other kinds of seafood like crabs, lobsters, and so many other things. Finally, people also have fun in the ocean. Therefore, I think we should try our best to protect and appreciate the ocean. Okay, that's all for now. See you next time, and thank you very much.